Good morning to all my brothers and sisters. I hope that you woke up this morning, you prayed God, and thanks for His grace and mercy. But this is real talk. This talk here is about minority parents, minority kids. Is I'm really upset because what I see is happening around me. You got all of these kids are raising themselves in this world. You bring them in this world, and now you're on your own. And as a result, bad parenting equal to bad student. I just want you to understand what I'm saying. Stop blaming society on your failure. Black people, minority peoples, we need to start teaching our kids morals and values. But when you don't have morals and values, the kid won't have morals and values. I'm going to call it the way it is. We are our own biggest failure because we fail to do our duties and responsibilities as parents. I'm going to say this to you. I got to put it out there. You can accept it or don't. You put more time in yourself than you put in your kid. You put more time in the streets than you put in your kid. So you understand where these kids are failing at? When they go to school, they're hungry, they're dirty, they're nasty. And who are you going to blame for that? Because charity begins at home. You must raise a kid in the way he should go. And believe me, that kid will not depart from you. I'm tired of seeing all these black men, minority people out here killing each other up, drug deals, murder. And you name it, we're going to claim it. Because there is no one in taking the leadership role of saving these black kids or these minority kids. The situation is going to get worse. You look at what's going on, people, how they're going to take black people back into 1964. They're trying to cut away the voting right. Do you see what's going on? The rich going to get rich and the poor get poor. Stop blaming society on your failure. You must understand, man, I grew up, I wanted to be down with the guys, even though I had 12 other sisters and brothers. I was always in trouble. School was the last thing on my mind because I wanted to be down with the crowd. My mother gave me everything that she can possibly give me. But when you get involved with the wrong crowd, that become your focus. And whatever you're focusing on is going to intensify. That's all it's going to do. Your kids going to school, they drop out of school, they got little gang members in school because social media, television, and all of these exposure to kids is an evil spirit that these kids going by. And by you as a parent is not there for your kids. They are going to go out and find love in the wrong places. They're going to go out there on the streets. You got these wheeling dealers. Hey, man, look, you ain't got to go to school. I got these drugs to sell. You can make this amount of money a week. Why are you going to school? Hey, I need you to go and rob this store. I need you. But look at the cause and the effect. Where did it start from? All you got to do is do a background investigation and find out the cause and the effect. And you're going to find out that most of the cause is caused by parents that did not raise their kids properly. I turn on the news every day. Minority kids killing each other up. Police beating them up. Nobody care about minority people. But guess what? You playing in their hands by going out there killing and selling drugs because they know that the parents is not raising those kids in according to the way they should raise. I'm telling you right now, I know I will not blame society on my failure. When your kids go out there and get shot up, wind up in prison the rest of their life, why? Why do you think that? How did this kid, where did it start from? Well, I wasn't loved. Hey, that's where you found love at, on the street. The street, you better know how to play the game if you go to the streets. The streets is a dangerous game. But you must understand, there is rules in every game. The rules for a lot of these young men is that you go out here and you create much habit as you can. Nothing going to happen to you. And by them being uneducated and untrained, they become a prey to those victims out there in the street. When you're out there in the street, they got street rules. And most of these kids out here, they want to play the game, but they don't know what the rules are. And those rules are very important. If you make your bed hard, you better lay hard. If you want to be out here and be a gangster, you better know what the rules is. Black minority peoples, I'm tired of us making excuses. I'm retired military. I substitute when I feel like it to these little schools. And when you go to these schools and you see how these kids are behaving, these kids are out of control at an early age because parents is not raising their kids. Take responsibility for your kids, minority. I don't want to hear this no more. Yeah, the white man is this, the white man is that. Yeah, I mean, there is some good and bad in everything you're saying. But the most important thing is that your kids' problem is going to become your problem because you have not taught that kid morals and values. I walk around and I look. What is happening to our Black society? Social media have programmed them that they can be this. Social media is nothing but the enemy to our kids. You understand that? You got YouTube. You have all these social media. But guess who these social media are being controlled by? Billionaires. They feed you a drug in order for you to test it out and knowing that you're going to get addicted to it. Black people, we are easy to persuade because we want the easy way out. And if taking somebody else's life, breaking in somebody else's house, killing somebody on the street for your own self-satisfaction, you understand how failure coming in at? I just am in the process of publishing a book. They call the book The Risk Factors that is associated with heart disease, and Black people is all over this book. Mental health illness. You understand? Black people has the highest mental health issues in America. It's 26.7% to every 100,000 Black people. 2.67 per 100 is white people. So we can see that there is some disparity there. And with this new administration that's coming in, Black people, minority people, please pay attention to what this Trump administration do. They've taken everything that you need in order to survive away from you. But you got bullshitted when everybody say Trump gonna do this, Trump gonna do that. Trump is your enemy right now. Trump don't care about whether you live or die. If Trump think that he can get his oligarchs in there and take over and change our constitution, that's what he's all about. People, are we dumb or are we stupid? Black people, do we see what's going on? Do you see what the effect that is taking place in the new administration? They taking everything that means something to us. Take all the Black history out of the school. You understand? Take all the Black inventors out of the state and government office. I don't want to see them. Take Barack Obama picture out of the White House. I don't want to see him. Take the Tuskegee Airmen out of all military installation. I don't want to see them. People, do we understand what this all about? We are going to go back to the 1964. If we don't begin to educate and train our kids to be productive citizens, we are training our kids to be murderers, thieves, anything you name. This is what we training our kids to be gangsters. I want to be a gangster. They look at these social media, all these rappers. Kids starting out at an early age. This is a deadly weapon, social media, and it's killing a lot of our kids. We as Black people, we are killing ourselves trying to live. You understand where I'm going with this? We are our own worst enemy. We need to stop blaming the white man, whatever it is. We got blame everybody for our failure. We know that we got racism is one of the most biggest things that we have in America. Racism, Black people, is a sickness until death. You cannot hide racism when it's so deeply ingrained into you. It becomes a generational type of thing. The way the administration is set up right now, minority people, please be aware of that damn wolf that was dressed up like a chicken during the time of voting. He bullshitted the Republicans and everybody that voted for him. And I'm saying to you, minority people, I care about our future of what this administration is doing to not only Black, they're doing it to everyone. It's about the rich getting richer and the poor getting poor. That President Trump will get on there and lie between his damn teeth. Look, since we have implemented these programs, we done saved over $1 trillion. Okay, well, show us proof of it. You trying to make your narrative fit you. You done saved the government billions of dollars. You done went and fired all these government. You done fired all these lawyers. I mean, you name it, President Trump gonna claim it. He is behind every decision made that's going on in his party. President Trump is in charge of everything, and we are too damn dumb to admit it. President Trump and Elon Musk is a threat to the United States. They are building up their foundation where it's going to be hard for any Democratic to get into office. They are putting up roadblock in case if we lose. This is what we're going to do. President Trump is one of the biggest pathologic liars, but he's convincing you that he is the Antichrist. I've never seen a person in my life that committed more crime, and most of the Republicans found him guilty. And now we're going to make America great again. How in the hell can you make America great again when you got people in the White House only thinking about billionaires and millionaires? He don't care about you, whether you white, Black, green, or purple. As long as you are into his circle, that's all he wants. Did y'all know that since he's been in office, all these countries, our airlines, did you know that he's got contract to build Trump Towers in 5 or 6 countries since he done been elected? Do you understand this is all about money and power? Did you know that President Trump make more money off his golf tournaments? These guys coming from Saudi Arabia, they done bought a Trump Tower and named it Trump Tower. They got Trump Tower golf course. These billionaires are coming into Trump Tower, and this is how Trump making out like a fat cat, and everybody too damn dumb to see it. They got to pay for their hotel room. Where they gonna stay at? Trump Tower. All these golf tournaments, who's gonna pay for that? The American taxpayers. Do you understand what are we dealing with, America? I care about our military, but he done put some scumbags in there gonna run our military. It's gonna cause grave damage to the United States. You can step back and say, look, I see some changes already. You explain to me what changes have you seen since he's been in office. My Republican friends are telling me, let's pray. This man is loco. Well, you know the man was loco before you voted for him. But now he done throw you a curveball, and now you trying to get out of it. We as Americans, If we stick together and pray together and believe in God, we can replace the two evil enemies that we got controlling the United States. Educate your kids because they don't know. They don't know the Constitution. They don't know the law. As the same result, they want to keep you dumb of the law. Because if you don't know better, you can't do better. Why can't they teach law courses in the middle school? Tell them the right and wrong. Teach them their Constitution. Teach them what the legislature, what the president, Supreme Court, what all of their jobs are. Teach them freedom of speech. But when you don't teach them that, they don't know it. And there, well, failure come in at. We cannot defend ourselves because nobody have taught us the laws. I'm going to say it. I'm tired of every minority making excuses. I don't have this. I don't have that. Why? Because you're not trying to improve your quality of life. You're not trying to help your kids to grow up and be productive citizens. Those kids see what you're doing and they want to do what you do. They want to imitate you. You go out in the street, stay out all night, bring a different man home every night, do all your nails, do everything for you and not doing nothing for your kids. Your kids go out in the house looking any kind of way, and yeah, you dressed up like some kind of GQ. You want to let everybody know, look, I paid $400 for this dress, $200 for the shoes, and not for my hairpiece. Look what I did, my nail. Do you know how much that really costs? And if you want to be in the streets every week, you go get your hair done, you get your nails done, you get your toes done, and you put all these different garments. That costs money. But your kids is starving because you only care about yourself. Minority people, as a black man, I'm telling you, in order for us to improve, to fight this evil spirit, we must educate and train our kids in a proper way. If you are lacking more than values in your life, don't allow your kids to suffer because you don't care. Your kids should be a priority in your life, but the streets have taken over. You, your kids, society is a deadly disease. Society is what's killing our kids. Society is going to destroy America. You understand? President Trump is going to try his best to destroy America because of his own well-being. It's not about you. You can sit up here and deny it. You can reject it. It's okay. But all you got to do, you got eyes to see, ears to hear. How can you be blind to what is coming forward right in front of us? How can you deny that this man is creating havoc all over the world? How can you deny this man is a criminal? He done committed every crime in the world, but we put him right back in the White House. But you know why we got him in the White House? Money talk. Those billionaires spent billions of dollars advertising to benefit Trump. Are you working with me? Are you seeing what's happening? Or is you dumbfounded? You tell me. We need God and God alone going to help us and to protect us from this evil man that is causing problems among American people. Stand up for what you believe in and stop falling for all this false information being set out there. We got different mindsets. You go to Fox News, you got all these other channels. When you look at all these other channels, you say, wait a minute, this is not what Fox News is saying. This is not what NBC said. This is not what Emmett. I'm telling you right now, Fox News spread false information and people believe it. And I say to you, brothers and sisters, it's been a plum pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. I hope that you benefited from this sermon. But please, black people, raise your kids in the way they should go. They will never depart from you. Adios. May God bless you.